Hi friends, this is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me again. This is 3 Lesbians in a Barrow, part 5. I'm afraid 5. Anyways, poke the toter and all that stuff, because you know the drill. Hi, welcome back. This is Trixie again, and you know I love this series so much. I love this series so much. And I can't wait to see what this team does as they go forward. So, without further ado, let's catch up. So, last time, we spent some more time going back and forth between the 3 of them. Nikita might be stuck on the side with an evil undead thing that shuffles around at night, or she might sleepwalk. Who knows? They had this whole back and forth thing about sleepwalking, and then there was the whole awkward asking Tabby out on a date thing, which was adorable. And now, without further ado, let's keep going. Boop. Alright. Yeah, I think this is where we left off. So, have a nice nap, Nikita. Maybe when you wake up, you'll feel up for a milkshake. I doubt it. Oh yeah, they invited Nikita to Third Wheel. Which Trixie was like, why? Wait, did I just get cold in here? Or am I actually dying? If you two are the only people around my deathbed, I'm going to be really pissed off. It has gotten cold. Oh no. Remember last night? It's fine, Trixie. It's probably just cold outside. Well, I don't like it. You two need to go jam your clothes under the door or something. I'm not taking my clothes off for you, Nikita. Go cuddle a rock or something. Oh god. Oh, I forget how good and creepy the sound design is until I'm playing, and then I'm like, oh my god. Props again to this team. Are you okay in there, Nikita? Oh my god. Nikita? Miss Perovsky? Skia? Perovskia? Yeah. Since when did you call Nikita by her surname? I thought she might like it. She always calls me Tabitha or Miss Knight, right? Oh, I don't like this, Tabby. I don't like it either. No, me neither. Are you okay, Trixie? You're shaking. I'm shivering. I don't like the cold. Same, I am not a person for the cold. I completely get ya. Also, I'm super freaked. Ha 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 ha. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Save. Would you like a hug, Trixie? Oh, sweetie, would you like a... No. I don't really do hugs. Sorry. I forgot about that. No worries. As long as you're okay. I'm kinda not, but I appreciate the offer. I forgot about that. Except, you know, Greg just kinda glumped her anyway. Because my sweet sugar honey. I love you, Greg. You know, I hate to say this, but, like, I hope Nikita's okay. I'm sure she's fine. She's tough. She can look after herself. I don't hear anything. Hey, Nikita? What's happening? Oh, this isn't good. There was someone in here with me. Yeah, that's terrifying, especially since you're in pitch black. And you can't really see anything. I assume you can't see anything. I think it was him. Ever-wrought time dust? Ever-wrought. Please get me the heck out of here, you two. I'll go with you on your stupid date, I promise. Just get me out. Wait, I never agreed to... No! Please, I'm actually scared, and you know how hard this is for me to admit. We should take Nikita out. This is serious. It might be too late for that. I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like that spell might be the only way to buy us enough time to save Nikita. A spell! Oh my god. Stop wasting time and just dig with your hands. You know, you both know there's something weird going on here. The runes, the warning outside, the notepaper, this place is evil. We need to use the spell. There might not be enough time for anything else. You heard what Nikita said. Someone was in there. Tell me you believe me. The spell is real. Ever-wrought time dust is real. I believe you. I thought I was done with this crap. I don't blame you, Trixie. You might be very traumatized. Also, I wonder what the canonical ending to that was. Because there's multiple ways in which that ended. And one of them, Nikita, was blown the heck to pieces. So, obviously not that one. But, very interested to see where that goes. You really need to tell me what happened during summer, Trixie. Right now? I mean, it's kind of a long story. Lots of bad pacing, plot holes, and boring scenes that just kind of meander around, don't really go anywhere. And some of the dialogue, woo, it was pretty chunky. Not that this is any better. Team, you did a great job. You don't have to say anything about it. You did fantastic. Oh, I do like the self-insert thoughts there. It's really awesome. I didn't mean right this second. We need to focus on getting out of here. Right, of course. With Nikita, you mean? Obviously with Nikita. Oh, that's a face. Tabby is done. This might be my last chance to gather any information that might help me cast that spell. I better make it count. Oh. Oh, fun. Part 2. Read. This guide is pretty dry, but it's got some interesting stuff in here. Spirals symbolize the strange, arcane. Oh, I should have saved. Oh well. It's pretty much true across all ancient languages. Sheep have spirals on the front right hoof. That's why people are so mean to them. Not me though. I love our woolly friends. These runes are full of odd markings which change the meaning of the symbols, but it looks like the guide covers most of them. Should be able to read some of the more complex stuff now. Woo! Good. I think these guys were complex, right? It looks like it's about birds, but probably not in a good way, since it looks like it's about theft. Let's look at all 4 of these. It's really complicated. Maybe I should look at the translation guide? Looks like it tells the story of the giant battle. Scary. That's really complicated. I think I read these. Bizarre evil boast. Yup. Okay. Alright, we read that. I'm gonna click through. Click, 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 click. No, don't dig. I didn't know dig was an option all along. I was like, oh yeah, shiny rocks. Oh. That tells me there's multiple ways we could do that. Tips. Okay, read. That's pretty useful. It's all about identifying and reading runes when they are damaged. That should help me read some of the more badly damaged runes. Looks like more evil boasting. Oh, yes. Looks like it describes the defeat of Everrod Time Dust. Read it. Follow him. This may be our only chance to purge the darkness, Delian shouted at me, the fur around his wound falling from his body as if his skin melted into pus. I knew I would not be seeing him again, and with a small bow I launched myself into the blinding mists and followed Everrod. It was not far. We had suspected Everrod might reside in one of the boroughs here, but it might have taken months to search them all. Surprised me to see how mundane the borough he had chosen was. We might even have overlooked it had we searched blind. Caca! I snuck quietly along the floor, hidden at first in the mist, and then in the gloom of the borough. I had arrived in time to see Everrod disappear into the wall, not through the door or a tunnel, but through the stone itself. I had seen such trickery before, a hidden portal on the side of a tree in the woods, chained with some kind of magic, led all the way to some faraway jungle. I wanted nothing to do with it. Caca! Lest the bird-eating lizards of the east got me. I flapped back to the battlefield. Mercifully, it was only a short distance away. Moss Thistle had rallied the survivors of the battle. Some had sent into the mist to hunt down some of the escaped abominations. Moss Thistle himself was set on joining one such hunting party until I arrived with my tidings. We returned to this place, and it was here I set about weaving my spell. A spell to trap the evil inside that wall forever. With Moss Thistle's help, I used my best spell-weaving skills, and with a flash of light, the spell was complete. Everrod was defeated. And here he remains, trapped inside the wall, trapped inside whatever he has created on the other side forever. Assuming no one lifts the spell, that is. Caca! Please don't. Oh, so we accidentally left the spell? When the Daffodil Clan hunting parties never returned, Moss Thistle chose to dedicate their life to righting the dawns of Everrod's surviving thralls. I regret to say I have not seen them since, though I feel they are still alive. I feel they still live. I apologize, but my word finding and word substitution is particularly strong today, so please bear with me. Not something I can control, it's just part of my brain ever since I took a person to the head during rugby. You guys, I'll tell you all about that one day. For a while, I left this place behind me, but I chose now, at the waning days of my life, to write this message in case someone is fool enough to ignore my warning outside. I am the cultivated Corvid. Thank you for reading my tale. Caca! Bree! Now leave, before it is too late. Uh-oh, I guess that didn't work after all. I hope that bird spell still works. Yeah, same. Creepy. Spells are made up words. Stop messing around and help me. Oh, okay, so, like, this is still the same. Okay, cool, fine. I think that was the best we're gonna get. Oh my god, I didn't even see any of this. There is so much to read in here. Oh, so we already read that one. Apologize if I'm clicking through real quick. It's because we've already seen those, so go back if you haven't. No. Okay. Why not? Let's read this one. Those unbearable birds know nothing of the true power of the arcane, content as they are to merely sit atop their weavings, using them for prophesizing fool's errand. Why prophesize the future when you can forge it? Posing as a humble traveler, I was given the uneasy welcome at Tree. It seemed my presence unsettled the birds. But bird whisper merchants are nothing if not greedy, and these are no different. A few offerings, pointless trinkets from the Great Plateau, and were enough to keep them from turning me away. They whispered small and ultimately meaningless secrets into my ear. I nodded along, playing the grateful guest. That night, when they slept, I was able to make off with their weavings. It seemed the respective clans showed the birds, even when enemies had left them passive and foolish. The weavings were practically out in the open, on display. Only a few watchbirds hopped around the roost. No longer having a soul has its perks. It was if I was not really there. I was a shadow hidden amongst shadows. I should imagine there was quite the uproar in the roost when dawn broke, but I was long gone by then. Those poor birds. Poor birds. Poor Nikita, more like. Get me out of here for heck's sake. Are we going to fail on this? We might fail. I don't think we need to know the great battle. Evil boasting. Let's read the evil boasting. Read! With those weavings in my grasp, I returned here and set about my evolution. Like those creatures so long ago that bird legends say became us mammals now, I changed into something new. All the powers of the arcane are mine. With but a thought, I can strike out at my enemies. With every death, I grow stronger. I write this not for anyone else. This message, hewn into the stone of this forgotten place, is a marker, a reminder to myself of where I began, of why I must fight. For yes, exiled and left to die by my clan, I seek nothing but vengeance. It is my right to become this wicked world's retribution. With each day, I grow wiser. I understand more of this great beyond. I will become more than living. This tomb is the genesis of that rule. When my body is perfection, all shall tremble. And the clan that cast me out shall tremble most of all. Oh gosh, I really hope Nikita doesn't have to meet this monster again. Maybe if you get digging, I wouldn't have to. That's a good point. So yeah, let's actually save real quick. Because I think that was pretty much all that we could do. Some kind of fucked up origin story. Yeah, I can read more. Cool. Fear, the darkest of the elements. It was that which consumed me when the healer found the decay growing in my heart and seeping through my veins. The dreaded crimson blight was upon me. Shunned and exiled, I was forced into the wilds, where I could not spread the sickness. Vir Fogsbane was not a clan leader, known for his kindness. It was this moment that set me on this path. In my exile, I traveled south, finding myself in the woods. Whether by chance or by some calling, I stumbled upon the most miraculous thing. A rotting tree, whose bark was a doorway to a jungle far away. Oh, that's what the bird talked about. Hey, I found myself atop what I now know to be the Great Plateau, deep in the jungles of Oceania? Yeah. It was here I found the dread tablets of the defanged prophet. The dread tablets of the defanged prophet, amongst the ruins of the great snake city. Nope. I gotta try it. Nope. Tragically, however, when I passed back through the portal, something I know not was what struck out at me from the jungle, and a great claw mark was carved into the rock. Still, enough tablet remained legible that I could start my experiments, my journeys into ancient blood magic. Ooh, terrifying. It was these journeys that made me the immortal being I am today. Though as soon as I found there were limits to this. What use is immortality without power? The snake tablets had served me well. My original purpose was met, but there was more. I could become a god. I made this place my domain, for I had found, by pure chance, the Barrow belonging to Foxbane's father. It seemed all too right to make it the birthplace of my vengeance. At first, I resided in only the existing chambers of the Barrow, but I would later pass through the walls of this place to somewhere hidden. I mused one night at my own predicament, how to obtain the power I sought so viciously, how to take my revenge on these worthless lands. I traced my finger along the ridge of the crow skull that I had been using as part of the immortality ritual, and my mind stewed in thoughts of the power that lay, written in twig and grass, only a day's travel away. It was clear to me now that birds would be more use to me than mere props. Fear. Isn't that one of the missing elements from the spell? This might be useful. Oh, cool. I did something good. Yay. I think that's all I can do. Yep, I don't think I have time for that right now. Okay, here we go. Yes. I don't want to waste any more time. You could have fooled me. I'm sure I've pieced together enough information to cast that spell. Just give me a moment to compose myself. Get it, Tabby. Oh, come on. Of course. You can't even give her a moment. I don't think you have a moment. It's getting cold again. Hurry. Stay calm, Nikita. I've got this. I hope. Yeah, you hope. Bree, scree, rip, rip. Be sealed away, ye monster. Be sealed away, ye rot. Commanded you are by those who fought. Oh, I was supposed to. Okay, cultivated corvid, is it? The cultivated corvid. They who first weaved this ritual. First united us three. That's Moss Thistle Berry Spark. Moss Thistle Berry Spark. Thy who first united us three. Dillian Deft Eye. He who first forced you into retreat. Brewood, Cracked Antler, and Daffodil Clan. United in their duty to rid the world of you. Daffodil Clan. Brewood, Crackdantler and the Daffodil Clan united in their duty to rid the world of your evil. Fear. The elements who you defied. You didn't defy Earth, you defied time. Time rot, yeah. Okay. So time, dust, and fear. Time, dust, and fear, the elements who you have defied. And now, for the last part of the spell. Jeez, this is going to be embarrassing. Bree, kraka, ka, screever, kaka. No, didn't mean to do that. I flapped my arms 3 times. Not quite wings, but I didn't have much to work with on that front. I have to admit, I was glad Nikita wasn't there to see it. There. Did it work? It feels different. It's less cold, that's for sure. And I feel all tingly, like how a tingling star would probably feel. Tingly like a twinkling star would probably feel. Again, apologies, my words. I think it worked. Wow, I guess the spell. Get it, Tabby. Neat. Right, cool. Get digging. I think we've done it. There's a gap. I think I can crawl through. Hurry. Don't look. I don't think your pride is that important right now. But fine. So we don't look. Ah! Tabitha. Trixie. Nikita. Nice to see you. Let's go. Please. I hope we can get the door open, or this would have been a waste of time. And we'll die, Trixie. Don't threaten me with a good time. The door is pretty heavy. We're going to need to work together to get it open. And let's face it, we have two wimpy trans girls and Nikita. We aren't exactly power lifters. What do you mean, and Nikita? Oh my goodness. Just get pushing. Ah. Hey. Good job. Huh. We didn't all die. We didn't. Nice work, girls. Can we get out of here, please? Let's. Oh my goodness. What? So Nikita, do you owe someone a thank you? Thank you, Tabitha. And you, Smith. I am glad you didn't leave me in there. I actually kind of thought you might, so when it got cold again. Thank you for saving me. What? Why would we leave you? I mean, you both basically hate me. You kind of make it very hard to like you, Nikita. Just bringing that back around here. No, we don't. I know we have our arguments, but you're our friend, Nikita. No, I definitely hate her. Can we get up here? Thank you, Trixie. You know that's not true, Trixie. Nikita, ignore her. She's just stressed out and being a jerk. It's kind of sad we never got to read the rest of those notes. I kind of wanted to know how that ended. I think we can guess, Trixie. Totally forgot about that in all of the excitement. Look, if I said you two dug me out without mucking around reading silly stories, you can read it, and you didn't. Sorry, look. I said if you two dug me out without mucking around, reading silly stories, you could read it, and you didn't. Those silly stories saved your life, Nikita. You didn't obey orders. If this were the Great War, I'd have you shot for disobedience. Jeez, Nikita. Oh my goodness. Jeez, I wish we could have just left you in there. Be nice, Smith. Yeah, that was a little rough, Trixie. Sorry, Nikita. Especially since in a darker timeline you blew her up. Aw, I'm glad you apologized, Trixie. You've been quite rude to Nikita. Hey, I've been under a lot of stress. I was trapped in a haunted Barrow. You've been under a lot of stress. Look, the important thing is we're all okay. We escaped the evil rot prison, no worse for wear. Good job, girls. I definitely feel worse for wear. Same, I feel like crap. I want my hormones and some sugary chemicals. Well, let's get ourselves back to the university. And then we can get organizing your group date. You said you wanted to come, right, Nikita? When you were yelling at us to dig you out, I mean. Oh, fuck did I say? I didn't want to go on your date with you too. I don't want her to go on a date with us too. I mean, you don't have to, Nikita. What? No. You said I could. You really do want to come. Okay, well, I suppose you can then. Is that okay, Trixie? I suppose so, if she behaves. I always behave. Oh, behave. Come on, girls, let's go home. Hey! The end. I think that was fun. I wonder what would have happened had you actually failed that. And I want to know more about the readings. Oh? So what time do you two want to come back here tomorrow? What? Come back here? Why would we ever want to do that? I think I've had enough of this place. What? Are you too serious? We never finished writing our coursework notes. We'll just make sure not to get trapped inside this time. Well, there we go. I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me on this fun adventure. I am definitely going to be doing more of the different routes down this and reading more of the stories. I want to go through all of that book that they had and the history book. The thing that gets me about Trixie and the Trixie series is that the level of lore and history they have in this, like the story is so fun. Like it's basically they're dancing around all these spooky stuff and ancient spells, and it's all of these just creepy, dreadful moments, and the sound makes it even better. But like underneath it, it's like deep lore. Like this is the first time that we've really explored the birds, which is fascinating, because we hear about Tree and you know how that is like the ancient bird city essentially, but now we've heard about like the different bird clans and that they came together to defeat Everrot Time Dust, which is fascinating. But you also hear about like there's probably something terrifying living in the lake. And the lake was a quarry, and then the quarry got too close to something and then unleashed water, and it wiped out an entire village. Now it's got like black roses around it. So interesting. And it's like, and you get hints that it's like, that's a darker evil and a darker domain than even what's going on with the King in Yellow. And the King in Yellow is fascinating because it's like Carcosa. What? What and how does that tie into everything else? There's so many just fun tidbits. And you have the whole backstory that you aren't getting right now of like, you know, this is obviously the same kind of geography that is on Earth itself, and this is definitely South England, but like how it seems like there was something that happened that's turned all of this, and you get bits and pieces, and it's so interesting. I could just sit here and rattle off about Trixie and Trixie lore, so I will let you go for now, but subscribe to hear more about me just giggling on about history and how fascinating this story is. I really love this team. You should support them. Go and check them out on itch.io and buy the games, play them yourself, click through, take the time to read everything because it's worth it. This is a great game, and I hope you're enjoying it just as much as me. Alright, with that, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!